Okay. We'll use the official clock, which is Ken's watch. Okay. We'll call to order the monthly meeting of the Board of Zoning Appeals for the City of Mishawaka. Carrie, would you take the roll, please?
Charles Kruger.
Here.
Chris Torney.
Here.
Joel Gendu.
Here.
Marcia Wells.
Here.
Larry Stilson.
Okay, thank you. We'll explain the rules of procedure for tonight's meeting. The presentation will be made first by the appellate. Anyone wishing to speak in favor of the appeal will then have an opportunity. Anyone wishing to speak against the appeal will go next. There will be a time for the right of rebuttal by the appellant. We'll have a staff recommendation, board discussion, and a board vote. Tonight, I believe people are here virtually since the room is rather empty. So when it is your turn to speak, please give your name, give your address, and speak clearly so that we can understand. The minutes of our January meeting, are there any changes or corrections to those? If not, I will take a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, and is there any conflict of interest among the board tonight?
No.
Okay. First is Appeal 20-56, an appeal submitted by S&L Properties LLC requesting a developmental variance for 5520 North Main Street for a reduction in the required number of parking spaces for the Culver's Restaurant. If there's someone attending virtually who'd like to speak for Culver's.
It's Michael Courier.
Michael, are you there? Anyone there from Culver's?
Since it's verbally, I don't let me check with IT
Okay,
and see.
sure. If you have your device muted, that might have done it.
Somebody there?
He's online, he's muting and unmuting, so we'll,
Okay.
we don't know, give him a little time.
Okay. Michael, just let us know when you're ready.
Is that the adding sound or the dropping sound?
I get them confused.
He's on. I would ask him to, if he has another device, to try to log in through that.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I was logged in from the video and it wasn't working, so I just called in from my phone.
Okay, wonderful.
All right. So what we're looking to do is, being current times, double drive-throughs are seeming to be a thing, and there's a lot of use. From that, the idea is to install a double drive-through on this site to be able to relieve some of the traffic problems and to just add a better flow to the overall site. So the intent in doing this, we have to eliminate a row of parking, our double bank of parking, which takes us below the total number required by the ordinances. Culver's franchise usually looks to shoot for right around 60 spaces. Is kind of their number for their stores. We're basically right around that number. And then also we have the customer waiting parking spaces beyond the order menu, which most places do not have. So in dealing with Culver's corporate and the owner of this store, they feel that this is ample parking for their needs, and a double drive-through layout will improve their business for flow, traffic, and use more than what those additional parking spaces were that are now in premium in the rear of the parking lot.
Okay, does that still allow for employee parking? Do you have enough spaces for them too? I know you have quite a few
Yes,
employees
ma'am.
on a shift.
Yeah, there's usually somewhere between 10 and 12 on the biggest shift. So a lot of those are younger kids, that either get dropped off. So usually we figure, for every 2 employees, you have 1 space. So the very back row is normally where most of the employees would park.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions from the board?
This is Board Member Joel Dendu. And you might not have the answer to this, but I'm just curious, have the drive-through numbers, has it been significantly higher during the pandemic? Is this, I guess what I'm getting at is this just kind of a temporary problem, do you feel like, that we're seeking a solution for? Or has this really been a need regarding this double drive-through even before the pandemic?
No, I think it's definitely a need, and it's going to continue, especially as people migrate to, this is how they get all their food. And if you look, McDonald's started this, 10, 15 years ago, and, you don't see a McDonald's without one now. Burger King followed suit right behind. Culver's franchise corporate was against it from the beginning. They're realizing that, it is a future trend, and they are now allowing it in all their stores. So basically, everything's kind of trending that way, and I think it's going to be a long-term thing where every fast food restaurant you see or fine dining with a fast food component is going to have this eventually.
That's helpful, thank you.
Are there any other questions? Okay, is there anyone else attending virtually who would like to speak in favor of this appeal? Anyone attending virtually who'd like to speak in opposition? Okay, I will close the public hearing on this appeal. Is there any board discussion? Anything from the staff?
No.
Okay, I will entertain a motion.
I move that Appeal 20-56 be approved.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve Appeal 20-56. Carrie?
Charles Kruger? Yes. Chris Storti?
Yes.
Marcia Wells?
Yes.
Joel Dendu?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. The appeal passes 4-0. Is there?
Thank you all for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Any old business, Mr. Prince?
No.
Anything new?
Nothing?
I see no privilege of the floor, so we will